disclosure is on. It's among us. Disclosure is among us. Oh boy, it's you know what that means? It's the dream team is back. The dream team, the disclosure people. They're gonna this is the government, so this would be the kind of same pool as what we've seen. Everybody looks really strange. And I say it of all due respect. I have a giant nose, and I look strange. I'm not making fun. I'm just pointing out that when you're playing psychological games and you have puppets that are clearly actors, I can say anyone who's had real contact with other dimensions, disclosure is a big joke. It's not only is it fake, but it's a big sick joke. I don't think I've talked about this in a while, and it just becomes more and more apparent. This is a DS joke. They sit around and they laugh about this. They go, all right, it's going to be at 6 months. What are we going to do now? These people are so gullible. What are we going to do? He's going to go egg craft. Get this guy. Looks like he's got bug eyes. Look, he's been zapped. Tell him that he's, another crash retrieval insider or whatever, ex-military guy. Make him look really questionable. Throw in some B-movie acting. And say he's flying around in an egg. They'll buy it. And again, this is to block certain people around the globe from waking up to something. Because when you think about that stuff, you don't see what real contact is. Real contact that cuts through the negative consciousness shroud. And then they'll go, okay, all right, what do we do now? Oh, get that hologram. Okay, let's open up a wormhole up there. Let this comet thing out. A hologram. You want to use a hologram? People are going to be worshiping it, and a lot of people are going to be scared of it. Let's give it let's go with the hologram. Let's do the hologram. 6 months from now, we'll do some sort of thing that they can see come into the atmosphere and land. And then they go, let's jump back a little bit. You know what? There's always the trickster of the group. I just imagine a table of these like head DS guys. Tell them to do flying brain entity. I swear, just watch. Look, he pulls out one of those footage of one of those cranes with a safety blanket over it. That's what that footage looked like. Don't forget about that. These are the same people. Brain entities, flying brain entities. So the Atlas, people worshiping Atlas, they're worshiping AI, asking AI spiritual questions. No one's talking about what really needs to be done, which is discipline, focus, lifestyle of sacrifice, having certain people reactivate sites, psychological preparation, or only certain individuals that are in the classification of my favorite term would be, because this is a sort of esoteric term hidden away, Kenneth Ring's term of disassociative, in relation to his UFO studies. Certain people can handle seeing certain things. Certain people have came back here for this time period to help out with those situations. And the whole disclosure thing is totally ridiculous. Nothing. What could be happening here, and one thing I do agree with, is we're so close to a potential nuclear system. This is one of those orchestrated scenarios where if it's getting really bad, like we look like we're about to be annihilated, or some sort of nuclear confrontation, this emergency option of using some of, let's say, the 5D entities that are here or that have, partially or fully responsible for the problem of evil, and they're, working with these nearby what we would call extraterrestrials. This is just totally what's going on, and then they'll just use them and do some sort of scripted movie thing where oh, they're coming down to save us, and they'll maybe introduce some sort of healing technology so that it could be objectively appreciated. Because if it's objective, then all nations around the world could benefit from something, and you could snap people out of the war, this type of situation. And it'll be disguised as good, but it's just 5D negative. We're talking about like gray, weirdo grays and reptilians. I never talk about that stuff. It's just, trust me, I've seen these images. This device that I was allowed to make years ago. I looked at all those images. Like I haven't done it in years. I know exactly how to do it. And when I was going through initiation, I don't sit there and go, hey, let's look. I know what they look like. It's just part of what you go through. Yeah, so that's definitely going on, and what's good to focus on here is clearing your mind with all this chaos going on. Clearing your mind and forgetting about things like disclosure. You'll be able to go to if there's a way to crack through this negative consciousness shroud, which apparently there is, because people are waking up to supernatural abilities. I know I have been. Then, they're. I forget. I'm just waking up now. But once, it's very clear that there's a freak out going on here. The reason why you're seeing so much negativity coming from all directions is because you could flip that around with one event, and they know it. That's why it's hitting you from all directions. You got this